Hey Sarah, your page looks really good. I think you've really combined the text and the content and the graphics, and it all looks really unified. I don't really have too many suggestions. I always suggest that everyone remove this prepare, modify, create. It just doesn't add anything to the page, and it just creates a little bit more clutter at the top. I think even if you got rid of that and you just went, in this whole little container up here, I think it would look a lot cleaner. Other than that, I really like the font that you've chosen for this one. Let's see. I'm just gonna check. You could make the back. Well, it looks like it is responding, but it's kind of responding strange. You might want to check the settings for that, and have the background just respond and get smaller. So let's look at this week's stuff. Okay, so your graph doesn't seem to be animating. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. So for the graph, and I really like how you're adding content to each page. It really makes it more like a real page, and I think this is going to be a really nice piece for your portfolio. So for the graph, I would just suggest modifying it more. Usually you just have to modify the code a little bit more than just what's there, and what I suggest is making the text larger and modifying, because the text is just too small. It's not legible, so it's kind of useless, really. So I would make the text larger, and that's probably about, you could add more styles too. You could add shadows to the bars and stuff, but that's probably not necessary. But yeah, I would suggest making the text larger. So let's look at your other one. So image viewer. Now this looks nice, and just seeing this color here, you might want to add a little bit more color in some other places, and of course it's not a point deduction or anything, but I think that just a little bit more color might really work. So this looks really nice, and I also again like that you have some content. Let's look at the sizes of the image to make sure they're not too big or too small. Oh, perfect. That's a funny picture. That kind of yarn's really pretty. Yeah, so, and that's pretty much how I check the pages and stuff. So yeah, that's about it for my suggestions. Everything looks really good. You've done really great in the class, and yeah, so I mean, I would just because everything else looks so good, this little bit up here is just not necessary. You could add something. You could add a little bit more color or something else up in this top, because this is the first thing people see when they go to the page is this, top part. So when you look at, how nice it looks with the color, you might want to think of just adding something like that to the main page. It's your choice, but I think it would just, and again, not a point deduction. I think it would just add a little bit, just be a little bit more catchy and really jump out a little bit more and stand out. Okay, so yeah, nice job.